The hoochies wanna smell like a hoochie. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, we're doing a little life update with a lot of updates, a lot of information, a lot of fun stuff, just so much. And if you know, you know. You already know what we're gonna be talking about. So let's just jump straight into it. I am like so nervous right now. I don't know why. I literally don't even know where to start. Like my stomach is hurting. Like I don't know why I'm so nervous, and I'm just sitting in a room talking to you guys. Also, apologies for the setup here. Y'all know this house ain't really cut up for like filming this type of stuff, but it's okay. We're working on, we gonna get to that in this video. Let's just get to it. Let's just talk about the elephant in the room. I collabed with Dossier on a perfume collaboration. Hey guys, I'm Aaliyah. I'm a YouTuber by trade, but I like to think of myself as more of your yapping internet best friend. You know, I feel like my life is kind of always moving. It's like one day I'm in New York, waking up, running on my matchas, running to meetings, making it to events. And the next thing I know, I'm in a hotel room halfway across the world trying to figure out what time zone I'm in. But that's just me. And I love being on the go. During the day, I really love keeping it fresh. Like a soft glow, a cute outfit, my matcha in hand, and a fragrance that makes me feel ready to take on the day. Something that's light, but still grown, citrusy, a little sweet. Like I woke up like this, but better, of course. And then when the sun goes down, you know it's time to switch it up, and the baddie is coming out. At night, I want something deeper, sexier, something that makes people turn around when I walk in. Like a fragrance that's just gonna stay with you, you know? It's giving confidence, it's giving energy, and it always sets the vibe of the night. So yeah, this is me, my days and my nights, my cities and my flights. Always on the move, always glowing, and always leaving a little trail behind. No. I don't think you guys understand. I have been holding this secret in from y'all for a year and a half. A long time. It's been a long time coming. Y'all keep asking me in videos, what perfume are you wearing? What perfume are you wearing? Why you think I ain't been telling y'all about my perfume? Because I've been wearing the same 2 perfumes for the last literally year. Like literally since October of last year. So with that being said, yes, I am launching a collection of 2 fragrances with Dossier perfumes. I just can't. Okay, I don't even like really know where to start. Okay, I think I wanna give you the information about the perfumes, then we'll talk about how this came about, and then we'll move into more life updates. Does that sound good? Cool. So yeah, y'all, my very first product collaboration ever in my entire influencer career, content creator career, whatever you wanna call it. This is such an exciting time for me, and it's insane. Like I still can't believe it's like really happening. So I created 2 perfumes, Better Days and Of the Hour. Here they are, I'll show them to you. So here they are, Better Days and Of the Hour. I can't, okay. I have to get through this. I need to be a professional, let's get it together. So as you can see, one is kind of like this light nudie. They're very me, very nude, neutral, y'all know. I love my nudes and my neutrals. And that was kind of like, everything about these perfumes embodies me. Like literally, it is my 2 personalities, the Gemini in me, my night and my day, like quite literally me in 2 bottles. So they are kind of geared towards like a daytime, a nighttime. Obviously you can wear them any time of the day, whichever one you like, anytime, it doesn't matter. But that was just kind of like the vibes. I was like, I really wanna make one that kind of channels one part of my personality and one that channels another, right? And that's what we created. So let me tell you a bit more information about each perfume, and then we'll kind of get into my personal story about how all of this came about and just how my life just is so insane. So we'll start with Better Days. This is the box that Better Days will be coming in. It is a beautiful creamy nude color with a dark gray font on it. It is stunning. Like I said, it is called Better Days. This name is so just kind of, it's very personal to me because, oh, I'm gonna cry. This is so overwhelming in the best way possible. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. My bad, y'all. Wow. We're not even 3 minutes into this damn video. Okay. So like I was trying to say, the name Better Days came about because obviously it is a perfume that we are marketing or gearing towards being a daytime perfume. It is a lighter, fresher scent. So definitely more daytime if you want to kind of categorize something. So Better Days was very fitting, but it also is a very personal name to me because through everything in life, ooh, Jesus Christ. Through everything in life, my entire life and journey for the last, since I've been an adult, has shown me that better days are always coming. Better days are always ahead. Better days are always coming. It always gets better. If you feel like you're at a low point, if you feel like things are just at rock bottom, things will always get better. And so whenever I created this perfume, whenever I picked the notes for this, the way that it made me feel, Better Days was nothing but the perfect name in my opinion. And this perfume just reminds me of that. It is so light and fresh and happy. If I could describe a scent as happy, it would be this scent. It is clean, it is fresh, it is bright. I feel like it's like my personality. That's literally what prompted and made me choose how I designed this perfume, is I wanted it to reflect me. And I feel like I'm a very bubbly, outgoing, bright person, and I wanted my first fragrance to be extremely reflective of that. This is a fragrance that not only is gonna make your day better, but everyone around you. When you smell something like this, it's just so brightening. It just makes you smile. And I feel like that's my personality. That's who I am. When I come around, I feel like people smile and I uplift, and I wanted a perfume that felt that way. Oh my God, I really have got to get the shakiness out of my voice. So yeah, I really wanted a perfume that I felt like truly embodied the giddiness, the happiness, the excitedness of my personality, and Better Days is nothing short of that. So when you open your box, you're gonna be met with a little saying on the inside, and then you also get a card that tells you all about the perfume as well as the notes, etc. Again, I'm not gonna read about the perfume and why I created this, because I really want, when you get it, for you to really be able to take it in and have that experience. But I will, of course, tell you about the notes in the perfume. So the scent family for Better Days is fresh. We would definitely categorize it as a fresh scent. And if you know me, then you know you can kind of already guess some of the notes that are in this perfume. The top notes consist of grapefruit, coconut, clementine, and dun-da-da-da, pink pepper. As soon as I told you guys or teased that we were doing a product in collaboration with Dossier, you guys figured out it was perfume. And from there, everyone was like, I know it has pink pepper in it. I know it has pink peppercorn, pink pepper. And you was right, because anybody who knows me knows pink pepper is such a nice note that I always, if I smell a perfume and it has pink pepper, I always know it has pink pepper. It's so significant. It's so just, it's recognizable, and I love it. I think it smells so good. And both of these perfumes have pink pepper. Both of them have pink pepper. Moving on to the middle notes of the perfume, we've got ginger, fresh ginger, neroli, white flowers, rose, which I know is a shocker, and cardamom. Now, I know someone's gonna be like, girl, you do not like florals. I know, I don't love a powdery floral. However, these florals, the rose, the white flowers, combined with the pepper and the other notes that you're gonna hear, it just pulls together so beautifully for such a beautiful, light, sweet, fresh, citrusy scent. Oh my God. When you guys smell this, it's so nice. And finally, the base notes, we have vanilla. Of course we had to put some vanilla in there, girl, come on. Heliotrope, I believe that's how you pronounce that. White musks, y'all know I love a good musk in a perfume. And last but not least, this is pretty on brand as well, tonka bean. If you know me, if you've been watching me for a long time, then you know I love tonka bean in a fragrance. So those are all of the notes for Better Days. I would describe this scent as very citrus forward. It is flirty, it is fun, it's bright, it's airy, it's like an aura, like it makes you just want to come closer, you know what I mean? That is something that in both of these perfumes I really wanted to channel, was something that was magnetic. And I feel like this is magnetic and brightening and just so, I love it. I love it so much. So as you guys can see, the bottle has my label, but also Dossier. If you've ever had any Dossier fragrance, you know that they typically come with a silver top and bottle. And y'all know I do not be wearing silver. I said, what we can do about that? What we can do about the bottle? So we came up with this beautiful rosy champagne gold, beautiful top and lid. It channels my being, my essence. Like, the bottles are so simple, so perfect, just so me. I just love it so much. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just so hyped about it. Oh my God. And I hope you love them just as much as I do. And yeah, so that is all the inspiration behind Better Days, the name, the scent, the notes, the essence, the being of it all. You guys know, I always say I am not a technical girl when it comes to perfume. If you, which a lot of you are founders of my channel from my perfume videos, the first thing I tell y'all is, I don't know nothing about no perfume, okay? I just smell stuff. I know it smells good. I look up the notes. I say, I can smell that. That's what that is. That's what this is. And I tell you the vibes and the being and the way it make me feel and you know, where I like to wear it. That's always been my approach to fragrance. So that was my approach with these. I wanted to create perfumes that channeled a certain feeling, a certain being, a certain essence for certain vibes and places. And I wanted to make a perfume that embodied how I want to feel and how I like to feel. Better Days is just so flirty and fun and funky and fresh, and she really is fun, funky, and fresh. I cannot wait for y'all to smell her. I just cannot wait for you to smell her. Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you all of the notes on my second fragrance in this collection. This fragrance is called Of the Hour, and this name came up because my whole purpose for this perfume, the word I kept using with them is, I want something alluring, captivating, something mesmerizing, something that just draws you in and locks you in, and you can't look away, you can't sniff away. It's got you. And when we were thinking of an evening scent, Of the Hour just clicked for me. It sounded so cutesy and sexy and just, it was a perfect name. This one does not have as much of an emotional pull as Better Days. This one was definitely more sexy, because y'all know, one minute I'm crying and the next minute, what, I got an attitude. Oh, I can't believe da 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 da. So that's Of the Hour. So like, we're bright by day and then we're like sexy and deep by night. It's like my other half of my personality. Now this scent, I'm telling you, when you smell it, everyone is hooked. This perfume, this fragrance does exactly what I wanted it to do. It is going to capture, captivate, allure, and you're not gonna be able to get let loose. The purpose of the Hour for me, I wanted a scent that felt glamorous and beautiful and captivating, but off limits. You know, something that drew you in, but you knew you couldn't touch. Something that was just so sexy and yummy, but just so feminine still. And this scent, I feel like, does that. Oh my God, I just can't describe it to you. It is something you have got to smell. It is amazing. This is the box for Of the Hour. It is like Better Days deepened midnight little sister, okay? And when you open it, it's the same thing. It's gonna tell you a cute little message. I'm gonna save that for you guys so you can see it when you get it. And you also get a card that tells you all about the perfume, like I said. As you can see, we went with a deep kind of slate gray for this box. I felt like the deep slate gray and the creamy nude paired so well together. So if you notice here on the Of the Hour box, the lettering is in the creamy nude. That is the color of the box for Better Days. So they are literally like sisters. Now that you know how Of the Hour is gonna make you feel, let me tell you the notes. They're not gonna surprise you. So in our top notes, we have more pink pepper, told you, more coconut. I love coconut in my fragrance. I know it's a hit or miss for some, but I just feel like it adds this creaminess, this yumminess that is just kind of needed, and it softens things a lot too, and kind of almost like in a relaxing way. So that's also there. We've got some bergamot, chamomile, and also almond. And almond is such, in my opinion, a very significant scent. When you smell it, you smell it. I know my perfume girls are gonna pick up on the almond immediately. It's nice though, trust me, it's really, really nice. So it has this nutty creaminess going on when you first smell it, and then we start getting deep. For the middle notes, we've got cedarwood, orange flower, white flower, and white woods. And then for our base notes, this is where we really kind of get creamy and yummy. We've got suede, vanilla, benzoin, and of course, tonka bean. I told y'all, when I created these fragrances, I'm gonna walk you through the the process of how we got here, but one of the key elements of creating these fragrances was highlighting notes in fragrances that I really enjoyed and figuring out how to combine them and make new and beautiful fragrance. So yep, those are the 2 perfumes that I created for my collection with Dossier. They will be available for purchase tomorrow, the 4th of September at 10 a.m. in store as well as online at dossier.co. They are gonna be retailing for $49.99 a piece, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on them and smell them. And now that I've kind of told you all about the product, let's get into how this all came about. Oh, cause girl, this is a journey, okay? This update about this perfume, whew. Like I said, this has been a year and a half coming. I'm not gonna bore you guys with all of the logistics, but I do kind of want to tell you about how this came about and why it is so special to me, because obviously it's my first product collaboration ever. And not only that, this is Dossier's first influencer collaboration with a perfume, like making their own perfume. And I'm just so honored to have been thought of and desired for this. Like that is one of the things that scared me so much about doing this. Yeah, I know y'all heard that word scared, girl. Let me tell y'all. So my manager, the best manager in the world, Regina, came to me with this opportunity and was like, Aaliyah, Dossier wants to do a collab. They want to do a perfume collab. They want you to make your own perfume. Like, this is amazing. And I was like, I don't know. And she was like, whoa. What do you mean you don't know? Let me tell you where my mind was. Immediate fear. I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, me? Why? Because you know what my brain does? I go, I don't know anything about perfumes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a good perfume. Like, y'all know me, I'm a perfume girl. But I'm not educated in that space. I have not cared enough or took the time enough to educate myself in that space, because I'm just someone who I'm like, what's the vibes? Let me smell what smell good, what lasts. I picked up on my base knowledge for fragrance, and that's how I've always related to you guys. If you've watched any of my perfume videos, which a lot of you have, then you know I always tell you straight up, I'm not an expert in this field. If I say something incorrect, please feel free to correct me, etc. This is not something that I've studied and learned and put in time with. I'm just a girl who likes to smell good, and I figured out what I like, how I like it, and why I like it. And I just simply convey that message to you, right? Or relay that message to you, excuse me. And I smell a fragrance and I pick up on what it makes me feel like and the vibes and the, you know, and that's how I've always done my perfume videos. So when I was approached with the idea of making and selling a perfume, I just felt like I need to be an expert to be able to do that. They don't want me. They need to go find someone who like knows everything about perfume. Like, that was my initial gut reaction, right? And that was me just simply trying to justify my fear for stepping into something so new and so scary and crazy to me. You know what I mean? And my manager was just like, girl, what the hell is you talking about? She didn't say that to me. She was just like, okay. But she didn't tell Dossier that I said no. She said, Aaliyah's busy right now. We gonna revisit. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. And that's exactly what she did. She revisited this conversation with me later and really just poured into me to get me to snap out of this weird sometimes mindset that I get into, that just things aren't for me, to let me know, no, things are for you and this is for you. You're being chosen for a reason. And she also was like, your subscribers, your supporters, your people who have been there and riding with you will love this. They will love this. The hoochies want to smell like a hoochie. And thus I said yes. And we moved forward and we got straight to business, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, girl, I was in New York starting in March doing in-person meetings with them. I don't know if you guys remember this photo that I posted on my Instagram saying how I just had one of the biggest meetings ever and it was so great. It was about this. It was about this. So much was happening while I created this perfume with Dossier. I got approved for this apartment that we're sitting in while I was in a smell test with Dossier. Inserts photo from that. Yeah. This has been a long time coming. We did smell tests on smell tests on smell tests. Let me kind of tell you guys how this got started. Because again, I'm not an expert in fragrance, but Dossier is. If you're unfamiliar with Dossier as a company, let me kind of give you a little backstory and why I felt like, you know what, this is a great fit. Not only have I worked with Dossier multiple times in many capacities, I also love their fragrances. Y'all know I wear a lot of their perfumes, their originals and their smell-alike perfumes. So Dossier began as a fragrance company that produced fragrances that smelled just like some of the hottest and expensive fragrances on the market. But Dossier knew it doesn't cost that much to make that perfume. Why are we charging people this much? Dossier essentially decided we are going to close the gap of exclusivity, you gotta have money to smell like this. No, they said, no, you don't, because it doesn't cost that much. So Dossier basically wanted to be inclusive and wanted everyone to be able to have and smell and feel amazing through fragrance. And that's kind of been their entire brand's motto. And that's something that really aligned with me, because you guys know everything that I've ever done on my channel and just being who I am is just about everyone being able to try to experience and have the things that they want and want to experience and do, and have the things that they want to do and have. And so the memo just really hit for me, and I was like, oh my God, I would like, when I really think about making a perfume with Dossier, the way that it's something that I believe all of my girls can attain and experience and smell, and absolutely, it just aligned perfectly. So they began as that, and then transformed into making their own Dossier originals. And from there, they decided they wanted to partner with me, and we make a Dossier original, a Dossier and AllyiahsFace original. You guys don't understand. This has been like, when I tell y'all we did smell tests on smell tests, not only was I in New York in their office doing smell tests with them, we're smelling individual notes. We're smelling concoctions they created based on what I like. And let me tell you, girl, some of them, ooh, girl, some of them was a hell no. And some of them were an absolute yes. So it was a long time coming. I was finding my apartment here in New York when all of this was going on. I was finding my apartment in Dubai when all of this was going on. It was just so much happening. Like, we were even sending smell tests and samples to Dubai for me to smell and do virtual smell tests with the team so that we could like get this locked in and going. You know what I mean? And I would say, so we started in March and we finalized everything about late October of 2024. And that was when we kind of were like, perfect. Like, I believe these are absolutely perfect. They are everything we want. This is after months of wear tests. So we finalized it a few months before October, like the scents. And then I wore them. I mean, girl, I was wearing these all around New York, giving them out to my friends, my family, random strangers on the street. I mean, girl, if I walked in somewhere and someone was like, oh my God, you smell so good. I used to have these little sample bottles. If you've been watching my videos since Dubai, you will see me spraying these little sample bottles on me. It was this. Go watch, go look back. You gonna see. And y'all be like, what perfume is that? And I just would ignore you because I couldn't tell you, girl. I could not tell you. And so if I walked into like a restaurant or anywhere and someone was like, oh my God, like, you smell so good. Because everyone told me I smell so good because I smell so good because they smell so good. I would be like, oh my God, it's actually something I'm making. And I'll be like, shh, don't tell nobody. You hear here, don't tell nobody. And they'll be like, okay. So yeah, my perfume been all around New York at this point, all around New York and Dubai, okay? And I am just so proud of myself. I'm proud of us. And I'm so thankful for you guys, because we just have to have a quite honest and blunt conversation. If y'all did not support me and watch and engage and trust me the way that you do, nobody would care to collab with me. Nobody would care to give me this opportunity to create 2 signature perfumes. Like, what? Never in a million years would I think like this is what we would be doing. Like, I never thought I'd be filming this video telling you that I have perfumes for you. Like, I just never thought that. And like, here we are, and you guys are gonna get to smell them and you guys are gonna get to wear them. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry again. Woo! So that is like the big boy. That's the big boy update that I have for you guys. I don't want to talk your ear off too much about this perfume, but just know this has been such an experience for me. It has been so joyous, and I'm so excited for you guys to get to smell it and have it and enjoy it and experience it the same way that I've been able to. And I hope that it makes you as happy and makes you feel as good as it does me. Just thank you for all, And just thank you for all of your support across all of these years. It is unmatched. I'm not gonna go too deep into this. I hope to see you on the website tomorrow morning. And I hope you love it, and I hope you get your hands on it, and I hope you enjoy it. And woo, that's it on the perfume. Let's keep it rolling. We're gonna get into more life updates. It's not just about the perfume in today's video. I also just wanna update you guys about my life in New York. You guys have been absolutely loving New York vlogs. Everyone's like, I like you in New York so much better. I told y'all my life is completely different in New York versus in Dubai. And it's because I get to work a lot more in New York. I get to work and move and do, and as much as we claim we love a soft life, we really like a busybody out there doing stuff kind of girl, okay? And that is the life that I live in New York, and it has been so enjoyable and so teaching and healing for me. I don't know, they always say when you move to a walkable city, you're happier, and it's just so true. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy when I'm in Dubai. I'm so calm in Dubai. Oh my God, like, I feel like I live 2 different lives, literally. In Dubai, I don't have to really worry about much. I just live life and you know, I'm calm. It's a lot slower paced for me, depending on how you live when you're there. But New York is definitely the hustle and bustle. I'm a producer. I just am. I'm a doer. I like to do. As much as I like to relax and do nothing, I am a doer by nature. I'm happier when I'm productive and doing things and producing. And so I think that that's very reflective in my content, and you guys have been really enjoying it. And with all of that being said, girl, we done got a new apartment. We got approved for a new apartment. Now, you guys are a bit confused because in the vlogs coming up, we've been talking about touring new places, but y'all haven't gotten to the part where I toured and got approved. So you're getting a little sneak peek into some of the vlogs that you're gonna get to see. But yeah, girl, we found our dream apartment. I don't believe that there is any such thing as a perfect apartment in New York. However, I got damn near close. If there was perfect in New York, it is this. It is what I found, and I cannot wait to move in. Oh, girl, I could not wait to get up out of this apartment, okay? She's cute. She was cute for my first New York apartment, but definitely not efficient in all of the things that I need for life. I'm sure y'all could tell. Like, even right now filming, like, it's just so small. That's New York for you though. Everything is small, right? So yeah, y'all, we got approved for a new apartment. Life just seems like things are just so good, which was really scary for me. We're gonna get a bit personal. Sorry, I hope y'all don't mind. I might even cry a little bit. Hopefully I don't. But like, things have just been so good for me. This year, 2025 for me has just been so good. I mean, even 2024, like coming into, well, 2024 is a little rough, I ain't gonna lie. But 2023 was a little rough too. But things have just been so pleasant, work-wise, personal life-wise. Everything has just been good, right? My mental has been good. Things have been good. And I'm kind of just like, I talked about this a little bit on another page that I have. If you know, you know, you know, you know. That like things have just been so good, and I am a bit scared of that. Because I always feel like things are only so good for so long. So like, when is the bad stuff coming? Like, I'm literally looking over my shoulder like, when is it coming? Like, when is the next like kind of funk, as we all call it? Because no one wants to get on here and say they're having a depressive episode because that sounds so dramatic. But like, for real, when is it coming? Like, me and Tasha call it the darkness. Whenever I'm like going through it, or I'm like down, or like, when I'm down, I'll be like, "Who, girl, the darkness came. The darkness is here. I will talk to you in a week. I can't do it. The darkness is here, and the darkness came with a vengeance." That's what I call it, the darkness. Because that's what it be feeling like. Everything dark, 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 dark. Ah! And so I'm literally waiting for the darkness to come. Like, that's how I feel right now. And there's no signs of it coming. I'm like, is she on vacation? Where is she at? If you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. And if you've been watching my vlogs, then you know I have a new psychiatrist that I have been seeing in person, which I feel like has been so much better than doing telehealth therapy. Also, like, they're a psychiatrist too, so maybe that's different. But the whole reason I got a psychiatrist, girl, like I said, we're gonna get personal. The whole reason I got a psychiatrist, girl, is because like I said, the darkness, right? I said, okay, well, do I need some meds then, since the darkness keep coming? Like, I just was like, what's going on? Maybe like I need to go see. Maybe I need more than therapy. Like that was like where I was. I was like, maybe I need like, you know, maybe I need. So that was why I even like left therapy and started to go seeing a psychiatrist, right? Granted, it's still therapy. It's just therapy with a psychiatrist. But the whole reason I did that was because, yeah, you get me. Anyways, so after seeing my psychiatrist for a few months, I just was like, wow, like, I feel so much better. And they didn't give me no meds. They was like, no. And I was like, why? And they were like, no, you don't need it. And I was like, no, but I do. I don't think, what I gotta, I'm kidding. I'm really, that is my personality. I am making jokes and making lightheartedness of mental health. And I hope that that's okay for some. Some people will find that offensive, but for me, So anyways, that's been going really good. And I find that for me, I was having a hard time connecting, I think, to my previous therapist via telehealth. So for anybody out there who might be doing telehealth therapy sessions, maybe look into seeing if you can do in-person sessions, because this is something that's very personal for me. It might not even like relate to you or even make sense to you, but everything that I do is online. My job is online. Everything that I do is virtual. It's through a computer screen. I connect to with and to millions of people on a regular basis through my computer screen, that when it came down to it, I think like being personal, vulnerable, and really like letting loose, I think I was having a hard time connecting with a therapist through a screen. Again, it was almost like everything is through this screen, right? Especially because some of the issues, I put that in quotes, I don't really know another word, like some of the problems or issues that I'm experiencing in life that are causing me a bit of hardship or just giving me trouble revolve around the fact that I feel like I am constantly consumed, right? Like, I love my job, I love you guys, I love everything about this, but it is true that on a regular basis, I'm consumed like a product. Oh, I don't wanna cry. I'm consumed and talked about like a product, like an entity, right? Like a brand, right? Because I am, right? I am a brand, but I'm also a human being. So for me, I think I was having a really, really, really difficult time connecting with a therapist virtually because like that's all anyway, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, doing in-person sessions for the last few months has been so helpful. And I do think that I'll be able to do virtual sessions now that we've kind of established, you know, the connection, but trying to establish a connection virtually was difficult for me. So that's just a little tidbit about that. Like, things have been going so well. So anyways, my point was going back to what my psychiatrist was telling me about the whole, like, I'm waiting like for something bad to come. Like, that's kind of like my anxious nature, is that I'm like, bad things do come, the world goes round and the bad things come around, right? And he's like, yeah, I have a male psychiatrist, guys, isn't that crazy? Anyways, he's like, Aaliyah, like, you really don't have to think like that. Like, things can be good can be your normal. He was like, I think that you're so used to operating in chaos, and it's almost like you enjoy being like in those spaces, that like this feels so abnormal and wrong to you when this is just fine. This is good to be in. This is good. And I'm like, but no, like, it's gonna be bad. And he's like, no, stop thinking like that. It's not gonna be. He obviously doesn't speak to me like that, but I'm, you know. And so he's right, like, things aren't gonna be bad. My manager actually said something to me the other day. I get very overwhelmed. I'm sure you guys know that. Like, sometimes my manager will text me, and then her assistant will text me, and then all these people will be asking me for things, and I just get so overwhelmed and I don't respond to nothing. I'm just like, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna just fall off the face of the earth, right? And we were having a conversation about how I kind of get like that because it was happening while we were in a meeting, and she said to me, Aaliyah, the bear is not chasing you. And it just was like, it just made everything click, because I'm like, oh my God, like, it's not actually. Like, I'm literally perfectly fine. Why are you acting like this? And so things have just been really shifting. My mindset has been shifting, and like, I've just been able to be more like better functioning as a person, and not just like functioning as far as like producing, but like functioning as far as like being happy and like being good and like, yeah, like, I cry all the time still, girl, but like in a good way, like not in like the darkness I'm going through it kind of way. I just feel so grateful and happy, and just, I don't know, it's like so weird. Like, this is just such a cool time in space, and I'm so excited to be sharing it with you guys. And yeah, so sorry about that quick little rant. Y'all know I'm a very pick up and go kind of girl. Like, I don't like to structure out or script my videos. I just don't. I feel like I like to get on here and just talk with you. And so, yeah, I feel like 30, I turned 30, y'all, and 30 has been so good to me. The girlies be so scared to turn 30. I ain't never looked better. I ain't never felt better. I ain't never been better. 30 treating me good. 30 is showing me a good old time. And I'm not by any means trying to say that everything is perfect. Please know that. Just because things are good doesn't mean it's perfect. And just because something isn't perfect doesn't mean it isn't good. Perfection does not exist in anywhere, any way, any shape, any form. But overall, things have just been really good. My mindset has been really good. My mental has been really good. Things have just been so good. And I feel like you guys can feel it. We can all see it and feel it. And it's just been really like, I don't know, it's like a breath of fresh air. If like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's one of those things where it's scary for me because I'm, like I said, I'm like waiting for things to get bad. But at the same time, I'm like, wow, like I could get used to this. Like I could get used to like feeling good, you know? But yeah, you guys, I'm so excited for everything that we've got going on. Like I said, we got approved for our new apartment, which is so exciting. We're gonna be moving up out of here. The vlogs, y'all will hear more about that in the vlogs to come. Okay, y'all know I'm on a schedule so that I can stay on routine and keep producing vlogs at the rate in which we like, as well as being present on all other forms of social media, which is crazy. I've been posting on TikTok and Instagram like every day. I don't know who I've become. Another update. Since my last life update, everyone has been wanting to know about where Miss Thomasina is. You know, after that experience and coming online and blasting this woman's full government name with a photo of her attached, of her outside of my front door, I realized sometimes you gotta let these folks know they can't play with you. Sometimes you gotta stoop to their level. I said, dang, maybe I need to do this for every little situation I be getting caught up in. Because you know what she did? She left me the fuck alone. Thomasina, I mean, she be commenting, you know, she commented for like a week or two, but guess who ain't never been back to my house? Not Thomasina. So, you know, sometimes you do have to get on the internet and put people on blast. Sometimes it's necessary. You know, I'm totally against that. Y'all know one thing about me, I don't peep about nothing. It ain't, if you got something to say about me, okay, whatever. If you doing whatever, I kind of let people play with me a little bit, a little too much. But that situation showed me, you know what? Sometimes you gotta stoop to their levels. Sometimes you gotta get a little out of character, you know? But yeah, no, Thomasina has been MIA, to say the least, since we posted her all over this here YouTube channel. So shout out to you guys, shout out to her. Yeah, Thomasina ain't been seen in a minute. Now, Thomas, don't be getting no ideas now. I don't want to piss her off. Anyways, that's it for my updates, y'all. That's all I got for you. Thank you for listening to me yap about what's going on. I'm so excited for all of the upcoming videos, all of the upcoming content, the moving and the having fun and the launch. I'm so excited to just film all of this and for you guys to see kind of like what this is gonna feel like for me. Woo! It's been a long time coming. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you online tomorrow at dossier.co, or maybe you go into the store. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. And I will see you guys in my next one.